Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand. Today is Tuesday, August 6th, 2019, and I wanted to do a quick reading to see if the Republican members of the House and the Senate recognize that Donald Trump is inspiring hate crimes. And I did a line of 3 to get a quick yes or no, and we have the stars, which is a positive card, the mountain, which is a negative card, and the sun, which is a very positive card. So yes, they do recognize the inspiration. However, they are blocking a new path forward, but they do recognize what's happening online in certain communities on the internet, but there is a block and a distance, like they're distancing themselves. As we've seen recently, they're blaming video games. That could also be the stars, because the stars has to do with technology, but they do recognize it. At the end of the day, they recognize that he's responsible for this. I am going to go ahead and let's see if we can do a double line of 5 to see why they're blocking or delaying or not taking a new path, a new direction to resolve the issue, and I will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. This was to see why they are not doing anything to resolve the situation, since they do acknowledge that the rise in hate crimes are being inspired by Donald Trump. And I did a double line of 5 here. So on the first row we have the clouds, the heart, the house, the dog, and the ring. And then on the second row here we have the cross, the garden, the man, the lilies, and the fox. So it looks like there's significantly huge trouble, very, very big trouble that they are aware of. But the reason that they are not moving forward with any type of solution is because they've basically tied themselves as loyalists for unity. You know, in the House and the administration, they've tried to form a unity or some sort of a partnership. However, that's a very troublesome partnership if we mirror the clouds with the ring, and then the ring is followed right below it with the fox. So that's a troublesome relationship or troublesome agreement, big trouble, but they're unifying. Here we're seeing that this could be the country or the party itself. It's quite burdened, and this organization is full of purists with a capital P. You know, lilies are white, so purist and white supremacist. That is damaging, but it's coming through. The reason that they are not moving forward with any sort of solution is because it's out of self-interest, and I don't think we need to ask the cards anything that's quite obvious. But the partnerships and the agreements have been made out of self-interest, and they've aligned themselves and formed a union with him, because the man, Trump, knights here to the ring. So he's a lot of trouble, and he's bringing with him all of the white supremacists, and that's the union that is being formed, and it's being formed out of self-interest. There's a love of purity here and loyalty to the party, but they do recognize that this administration, because the House falls right above the man, this is him in the White House, is quite fraudulent, and he's acting out of his own self-interest. There seems to be some sort of idea that they can provide wise counsel with the dog and the lilies, but that wise counsel is no good. It's it's almost like they think that they can manipulate him into doing their bidding. So that's why they're continuing to have that union and that unity to him and the partnerships to him, because they think that they'll be able to manipulate him. However, it's not working out how they thought with the corners here, and that partnership is quite burdened. It's difficult, it's very painful, and it's quite troublesome here as well. They remain loyal to the party, and they're just, thinking that perhaps they can weather the storm. I'm not seeing any cards here that would talk about him leaving. I'm not seeing the storks. I'm not seeing the crossroads. I'm not seeing the ship. I'm not seeing the storks or anything. So they think that they can just hang in there and unify with the ring here and try to offer wise counsel and manipulate him into doing their bidding. But they're taking all of this with him. He's part of the package. And he's hurting the party with a bunch of white supremacists and bigots here. But they formed that union and they're not going anywhere. So let me see here. There's a love of purity, a family that is quite fraudulent. This could be the administration that's quite fraudulent. The White House is burdened, or his family is burdened, or families across the country are being burdened. There's some sort of love of country here, or love of the party, I should say, not country. It's mostly love of the party and the loyalty to the party of Weanite, the garden to the dog, that's loyalty to the party, or friends inside of an organization, the conservative organization here that has formed a union with a white supremacist that's bringing a significant trouble and burden to the party. I did a reading a few weeks ago, maybe it was about a month ago, that showed that there's going to be a permanent split in the party, that people were leaving. I think it was what they were saying behind closed doors. And you had the people that were, because it was dog and anchor on the very first part. So people that are remaining loyal, that are not moving, but behind closed doors, there's a lot of fighting. People are wanting to leave. Some people are arguing that they got what they wanted. This man's not going to change. Get out while you can, jump ship. So there's a lot of infighting there, but they've unionized and partnered with him out of loyalty to the party and thinking that they can weather this storm that, is not only not good for the party, but also not good for the country in general. But there's not going to be any change at all. They're not changing anything. And, we don't really need the cards to tell us that. The only way that they will change is if we vote them all out of office. So yeah, that's all I have on this one, and I'm going to think of some other stuff to read on. Oh, you know what I want to read on? The stock market, because I had done a few readings ago that said that it was the stock market was going to start going bonkers, and it's going to go real crappy come October, because of the trade wars and the tax cuts and all that other stuff. And then yesterday or the day before, the Dow closed, I think, almost 800 points short. And I'm getting the sense that I don't know if Trump has stocks. Perhaps people in his family do, like, maybe Kushner or Junior. I'm not sure. But I get the sense that they're manipulating the market. And I think it was a reading or two ago where we had... and on a double line of 5, we had the fox and the fish. That's like manipulating the markets, fraudulent businesses. So I'm wondering if he's doing it on purpose to sell short, I think it's what they call it. So I'm going to read on that, and I will see you guys again on my next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.